Enti me ka say de ya no da na ye didi ho nkomo no ade a ene nso enwa kohia say ye ne eye one nipa ne bi nso agina edi nkomo ansa na ye be koso no ma menkenkan krata I free the New Patriotic Party wono headquarters aba decision of the National Executive Committee on aspiring parliamentary candidates. The New Patriotic Party, NPP, at its National Executive Committee meeting held on Wednesday, January 17, 2024, received and considered the reports of the National Parliamentary Vetting Committee and the National Parliamentary Appeals Committee regarding the vetting of aspiring parliamentary candidates for the party's 2024 parliamentary primaries in constituencies with incumbent members of parliament. After extensive deliberations on the reports, the National Executive Committee is pleased to publish the list of the aspiring parliamentary candidates for the party's parliamentary primaries scheduled for Saturday, January 27, 2024, and is attached here. Oh, okay. We didn't mean to come here, but the attorney, Yera Nimnyamfo Eye Davis Opoku, Dodona Efreno OPK, Oko Eye Mpraeso Aswa, Ono, and the Jinemu Emma Eye the New Patriotic Party. Osako se yebeko na yatoro so aba ebiem. But kahunu se sa constituency honum na ankasa no ehun komo ewo ho ehun sem enso ho ehun abakosem enso ewo ho obekaya na yera set Kwame Echampo ene Eastern Region minister ono anana ekura sa akonyanim ana era Davis Opoku ansa okoje tumi edi free eye nsem na omo penso no wono to aba no era OPK sa bere no 402 votes ohwe era set Kwame champion so 180 votes ana ono so enyae enti eba general elections no so no 2027 amike era Davis ANSAH OPOKU onya 25,064 representing 73.56%. Ana era Mohadin Adam Kalim onu enya 9,010 representing 26.44%. Sorry, 26.44%. In 2016, results in general elections. Now, Eastern Region Minister Kane Mpraeso Member of Parliament era set Kwame Champong enya 21,491 representing 68.7%. Emmanuel Okori Boache enya 8,505 representing 26.94%. 26.94%. Anna Frederick Frimpong ensunya 1,388 representing 4.40%. Tuba Baka, now the incumbent, Davis Opoku ANSAH, Member of Parliament, Mpraeso, enemy guest, Ewiawi. Obo, Akwaba.
Yenua.
Boko de.
Correct. Boko, emse. Nyamene hene, Yankupon kuto ne se hene. Enti me bibia me bia me de dan nyame. Se ne pese meto aso a, me gidi se Saturday e bayi na wotwe. delegates one Mpraeso constituency one beto amso senye ne pa na mapake me kuku ne me nyema na mahwe bia Nyankopon edembeko enti no bibia ye boko se bio ni jemu ne ye nsemo aye ka kire delegates any adwuma aye in the last 3 years no but o hwemu a o tie dia manfo ka hwe dia koso constituency a manfo ni aso manfo nim say 3 years there sabio abranti bi o every red bone o say 3 years you ra o pick abaye no Brighton's grant ya maybe a man price Brighton's no na oye papa bi a sabio obabaye ase mayor e one price nti uba ya park kese na your friend Brighton's park na omo kan sa na na hye min kran se adwuma mo de ahye yensa no entonko so ne yenye ne kese ne yemfa mwa kwa umai ne yemfa peja kwa south and Mpraeso constituency me down no
but be emphatic because
not at all
baby how do you I mean
not at all not at all kono Nyankopon ya adomo a se menya less than 80% on Saturday me ba mechawa de
less than
yes 80% of the votes on Saturday because you see obi ehunu se ne OPK tie obi enim se OPK abrantie bi ase bi o obone homodene OPK no odonipa OPK no sometimes cry and chire say fa honorable Canadian ho a unhu kra so ye MP obaba no ne mabunu ti ho obaba no ne mena wati ho obaba no ne amanfo nyina ti ho taxi drivers kokowu a just say ensema on ka no nyen bi radio station phone ins wokowu a sometimes cry ensema nkofo kafa me ho no ma me hu dwire me hu de ebi mo me ba se ne me ka no abato de Nyankopon akwan nti abre bia no me kwa ba bia me de hye Nyankopon sa o ka se be 4 years ago say one of frame me say obi na frame me tima me kan ni na say bibia hye Nyankopon sa Nyankopon ne hene de ne de ope e na oye ewi ekire no me nya 402 I'm representing over 70% of the votes a first timer what coalition against a sitting member of parliament so to me nyasa votes na we say nya to me so na Nyankopon to me so
okay so o constituency in price no only how na boshie
ti mene begro eti honorable Esiama honorable Kokwa Esiama mene eno boshie kwabena Esiama mene ne boshie e wo begro enti o from ubewia ye okrubi e friend no ko wa man from a New Jerusalem ne yaman from ekaka ho nti omo ena mene honorable Brian Champon mene honorable Brian Champon crowd etoda unhu difference no because sometimes a walking distance for instance ufru be poni wia na o konsura no a ye okrobi e friend ko wasakraka e meme constituency the next town e ko utafo and we honorable Brian Champon constituency after Koutafo no Pituku ye meme constituency so it is intertwined ena mene Asante Achim for so boshie and honorable Boating deputy minister railways also mene boshie e wo Mpraeso area mu ho efa for manso yerenchi krom atobi krom Asante krom sa kopie ko wam kropon mamfiswa ho nyina mene boshie wo clearly and of course nkoko so mene nkoko usane bepona ofra ni na ye nkoko so these are the constituencies
anytime I'll be there so about I'm saying only exception we do some few checks our constituency here and so we are not in for your pluses we are in for your minuses some of the people are more in your madin komono amongst the first thing how they see you say we are very stubborn and
well oba me constituency wa obi abeka chiro say OPK obi a akola keto akra obi hu no ne nesere openi no ne nesere eto de kran grofo chere me say me pa grododo but asema de bia meka ne say ene Onyankopon adumti me ye MP wo ye MP a enkyere say obema wa beti so wo ye MP a enkyere say wo namo a na sabi o police ni da na mwachi na manfo twa opuse na manfo ye no we MP o bre ho ase you come to the minimum level, of course maintaining a certain level of respect and as hanema no etuba my Tom bro there wo Mpraeso Dwaso be ba na menium de te ho ni ye boy ho ye ho nkomo eno enkyere obo eno enkyere se mi mu ade o the nkrofo etu abayi mi se me represent woman. They know say media a banner respect for them and the work I do them unkobra eduma no so nkrofo no de share me nsa no. It requires a certain level of toughness. It requires a certain level of say we are very bold. Say akukuduro. So that's it. Say be me age so. Manya careful how you be trafam so. But emrewa ene ko to abayi me say be nko gina wan na mo mra she badwam. Na sa abrewa no me Mpraeso no se bibi hia na me bankran ya en wo say me mo me bankran ya e wo say ma me ni yedene na o die bi e wo mbia because enya atwo pa na wo say yekopa atwo ansa na yenyampuntuo yengina ya taxes kakanga kra yengina ye no mami dental Mpraeso wanyu aye wasa okotobia na yage no ye fense etwo wo mo ewo bepon Dwaso ntomi mai for a very long time kronu nyina no sabio that's the food basket of kwa okwa kwadu bank na bebre na ho ne free for a very long time kronu any kanea any network any electricity na ma begina nkran na ma ye gentle na de bia me say me sum ye manfo e wo say me ma me ni ye de na me bank kran na on chefe wo bia no me beje na me de constituency o eti eno de for that aspect no ka say sabio sometimes me stubborn na me gitum because the juma na e de ahye mensa no enye mere o ye juma senka ye ka say yenkofo bia sabio o emra me nyini se nko ba be yi me as a member of parliament na nipa over 25,000 akoto aba o de o compare votes a free 2016 to the about 2020 you realize say nipa extra 4,000 extra and a two aba me as a parliamentary candidate. I owe them a responsibility to ensure say I bring an answer woman here semono becomes my burden and I need to fight for them. It me idea bia what say me de manuatum bia no. It is calculated to benefit my constituency.
Well, then, if that is the case, among some of the things I buy up, and say, Abraham, so you refer no selectivity, ebemu, you really turn a blind eye. No, na person obeti, one koka sujano, one here sem na wako mumwa. Is that the case?
No. For the first time, ubi phone na one way sujano efrewa. One make sure say since Kwame Nkrumah penso, in so started for efa woman. I am the only member of parliament. Are
you sure?
I'm telling you. Probably a phone line. And I can show you videos of testimonies of people. The Nkrofweka. Honokradia. Ofa Nsuni Jana. Assembly members largely they are tilted towards the NDC. But you bet me after
that's why I'm selectivity.
Yes, but you bet me after say me. I'm the only MP who frequents the place. Me to me took 3 hours. Na me call outdooring. Me to me took 3 hours. Na me call sorry. Ye kwa so nya kakra. Ebe ko bebe bia. Ye me say so we me challenge. Je fisi ofo abakakra. But you see, bako swine. E ko gira me hye bedwam say me so Mpraeso Constituency. Mpraeso Constituency no ko wa man from for New York Robon for Nkatepa for amate for adoso for subone for efa pitiku oho nyina dotom omu nyina eka me constituency no. So I should never at any point say ebiasa areas no monto abama me etimato meja. So they will tell you for the first time na inansia me call be say ono ade ba ko tie pa GTV. For the first time I feel what say obi akogina radio so obo pitiku obo esubone akogina event say parliament wabo ni nkro nyina edin e o mrahye bedwam wabo ni nkro nyina edin o mrahye bedwam onti bi sada OPK. And for me, that is representation. Because when you know, a coastal line, you decide, yes, you go to take a decision. It's you know, now, Konosu be Mudia, Ninja.
Do you have an office in the constituency?
For the first time, I've created an MP's office. For the first time since 1992. We have never had an MP's office in Mpraeso. For the first time. My creative MP's office Obia ba Uhuru the Ekoso into Oba from Mpraeso ECG office between ECG and National Health Insurance owner. We bana MP's office sheho. My first secretary. Otiwa Busumi bia yetuaneka correspondence ebe nyina amount for me wo constituency Nancy Ghana ne boy ya share 2-1 Yenike Vedi na your project ye nipe gu ona ye just popcorn modo kono ne nchinam ne nyina na ye to ye nyina ye mini microphone nyina na te ho ene ye dina ye hwebo ni. So we have a constituency office. It has never happened before. For the first time. Under my leadership, your creative constituency officer, about for to me ba, ebedin komo, echo, senior fata.
Do you recollect new money we are catch your constituency say, Unyamaya wa domina comra shibujuma, obehese obeye. Yes. Key amongst them then.
Well, me namwa. Me debi am share constituency for say me the friend me campaign Bible. Sa krate ye kita mi book ye kita mi. Kora e krubia so a me ko. Any date a me ko so. Any wo mo hia se mo won kan yana no. Me chiro was krate yi.
So my question is,
I recollect. In fact, they will tell you say many MP abegina wa me hwe krate mu ansa na makasa. O kontu me mu a asema maka kire me say MP. Ye ni kanea ya kwan ye ye ni network. E na me no ka say constructor ego kwan so a ye constructed road network ya providing network and all them 4G utumi nya bi okowa electricity enre ya ko yi post ego a ye ba be complete electricity e dia ma wo mu oko ayi chrome forman so a o ma kwan nye e na me no ka sei Zilo me nua contractor o kwan no so a o ye na djuma from Asante Chrome sa kosi ayi Akropon Manfe ho nyina etimi constructed road no oko krantin a asema na o maka kire me ne say honorable ye per network a network semu nye ene oko wa yakosi network pool kama de ama o mo oko ayi sukwa asema o maka kire me ne say honorable ya kwan nye ye network semu nye ye school wo super computer ene me the network ko enche bia ye the computers and the smart classroom you know ye the baako ko akọ install ama o mo na nyankopon ya adom a ena ye bie mu a aban eye akwan you know ni etimi etwa ma kwan so ama o mo ukọ esike mu a asema mo ka kire me say o mo network semu nye o mo kane anye ene ukọ ho a kane yi ya extend kane ade akọ so that say ukọ from adoso saa kwakosi ko wa man from a ye major problem ba kun wo ho akwan eno so ya tro de akodan aban a yesre na nipa ba kon be bona baso mine every time be a opportunity oramu akwata sebio me da seminal crack odan no na on awonde credit ni wa he finds a way of trying to help me solve the problem tene me major roles e wo me constituency nyina no sebio akwata o tachinita wa chemebo obotan roles enchebia obeba ni etime wie obotan roles and for me that is the sort of leadership that the people voted for, and that is the sort of leadership have delivered on. And that is why I am very sure in my mind, say, on the 27th of January, the people will give me an emphatic victory. On the 27th, they are going to give me an emphatic victory. Of course, competition there, yeah. But it's a whole competition. And I mean, say, and I mean, compete at a radio station or me, what's it mean, Benny? And I'm hey, now what do you mean? Chronogramming go order.
Let's be fair with your competitor because one can.
Well, one make one say, but
let's be fair. But Unam Benny, what's wrong with you, Unam Benny? Benny, what transpires there?
Me, I saw penny more.
Okope development, Diabre, Development, they are very price one.
Electricity.
Why are you worried? Why are you worried?
I'm not worried, but you see, I think that there's nothing in Benin that my people want. What they want is electricity. It's an energy ministry. You penny acquiring a rose ministry. You penny a health improvement or Ministry of Health. So that's it. But you see, the impression is that we are worshipping other gods.
But are you worried? Because
I am not worried.
More accept say in times like this,
well,
misrepresentation is the order of the day.
I don't believe in that. Me honorable said Kwame champion a contest. Not even a single day. Not even a single round did I even mention or say anything negative about Honorable Sete Champo. I just went in to sell my ideas. And the people gave me victory. Mpraeso is so unique. Chabio at Dankrofa Kumaso, your delegates for no, almost paid the deal. To go to radio sooner, ye did the Biblia, agrobedu. See, ye say more, ye can't family. On one before I was a master, we cried ye me yano, yan reshi, munyanko yaduma. About 20 minutes, and it will be able to size.
Uji delegates did that.
I am very confident of my delegates. I mean, I can say a lot of them are listening. A lot of them are grow. People have. I see them sending me messages and all of that. I'm very confident in them. Say, Nyanko Pompea, and I know the level of work I hear in terms of education, trying to improve on education. Ensuring say we have a lot of enrollment by educational level it is there. Motivation the man kwala and now we secondary school near kwala now kono perform here. The amount of support 500 cedis to about 60 kwala nyina no support to edema in kwala on school more and smart classrooms are abana say abefu nyina okoko wadoswa o make sure say MPD ba kwa ba ho oko etibia o make sure say MPD ba kwa ba ho ukwaza kaka on bet you say desk and here MP Kopre no the biaba. And then for the first time woko your AstroTurf AstroTurf constructed by Ghana Gas MP Kodi Echiria and then ewo and then Mlante ni mabawa. In fact, and then ANSAH OPOKU United for frame say Omako Serena said ye and say ye be reserve maybe a reserve for no better now. It mini contractor kasa enra. My chance me estimate and you cry there me am fa kano na metua na pe kwa beti me na OPOKU United be ball no e wa AstroTurf until such a time you beti me wie Mpraeso Brighton's Park and Ngoko Sports Stadium. So they know say when you want a responsive leader, a leadership that responds to their needs, say you assembly no afre MP afre aje so obeti me obeka kire onti me obeka kire say o say de ko ba bia amanfo obebo amane. And that for me has been the trademark OPK de onya friend na no afa OPK de onya friend na no afa OPK de onya friend na no afa. Because for me omo na asoma me say me go leader man na mo mra she bedwam it wo mo frame ya e was me fa. Sometimes it becomes very burden say ebia sometimes ebia demands ni ma beba no but sana de na koye. And we need to find a way of trying to solve these problems. And I think we're on track.
Well, if you've just joined our era OPK, Mpraeso Constituency na enene twetwe nkomo nyame admo obi is enene PMso na wona hwe se memenda mienu eda ni mi the 27th of January 2024 Sabato ne bekoso Mpeso ahodo bekoso under the new Patriotic Party wono enhihye wo parliamentary prime minister ebaso on the twetwe nkomo me hu say a lot of your text messages e been so the air course and sahodo eba ebrema mema o akwanya na metimi akenkan no no so atimi ayia no edi amai but adia ba kwa bribe dem pese me kai no say as I am talking me ma half no so no ntokwasi wo hono ma eno so mesre bebre se yesi di mnyamfo bobi ansa ne na chitafo ne di ono so preso betu no omo di videos bi abaha mesre afo we are not noted for that yenye careful sanso ana tano not so era Frida Prem yemame Frida Prem ne Gideon Boakonso say it's getting a bit you honom nsremo afo mo manage mo situation yi yempe basa bia e honom ebinum betimi practice, but that's not who we are. Tienya careful so the bianco for how we are and from brain. College of Medicine and Allied Sciences Koso Kyle say akwanya daho so betimi aba na wabagentiti any nimdie ewo adisua hodo a one de emau enum one amount of Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. You should the graduate entry medical program, no, and our Bachelor of Diagnostic Imaging, and our BSc Health Information Management. So our programs we now are accredited by Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC. Inti Shannon so say opeso to anim dia so nkwa dia College of Medicine and Allied Sciences edisa akwanya no abeto ho ediama. Ye ka say dia o say admission egusu tintinti a bibia oni je so beso ebia no won be boa ama watimi aye se woni je ho se obekọ na watimi akosua de a SS graduation person mo obtain first degree in health information management, SHS science graduation person munya degree in Bachelor of Diagnostic Imaging, and after graduate in so more science background and more accomplishing more dream of becoming medical doctors. Akwenya kesebe dahwamam ewo College of Medicine and Allied Sciences. Fresa numbers we 02084565553. Pacho tieni 02084565556 and info@commerce.edu.gh. Inti College of Medicine and Allied Sciences, Commerce, the citadel of the holistic professional medical education. Monshenso na muntimi ko jinim de ewodom because ka was a Kingdom Herbal Fonso edi nura hodo aba edwaso for over 20 years. They are in the business. Ma oro mfida say one no di kan introduce garlic bitters and a garlic capsules. Inti Kingdom o kai o say sa dansi we say onim nko ade a ene meka o say wo ojitum say Kingdom garlic bitters and a Kingdom garlic capsules no boa e kwanso nkosokra eno achi nso no New Kingdom ginseng power capsules nso no meme dro nkokra eno so boa wo kwanso nkosokra sa pepepe enso na tremendous capsules eno so boa ama ema ahosiesie no etimi edimu amano awie eye peyo sonkokra nti your Kingdom garlic bitters, Kingdom garlic capsules, New Kingdom ginseng power capsules and a tremendous capsules say o pebia to ado ni chere o kan shi herbal centrum drug lane obenya bi ato ohodom and I say so opasa free numbers near 0275804064 0275804064 and 0302938153 0302938153 na watimini won edin nkitaho in the studios of Asempa Ekusi Senjumedian eye nimnyamfo eye Davis Opoku dodona friend OPK enchebia era Hansen Norton so ayadea yene no ebetwetwe enkomo meken minim se tema nkomo abesi witim tema fono so ashase e de one messages but me check tema central fono ona ashase de one messages eba inti era eye Hansen Norton so no ohwe na bana yebeken kan nyina wanim se ne percentages no na afa ya hwese okwa akansie we mu no e de ensurunku no sa e de ko on that note opike mesa mu akwa aba no nipa se na delegates nya saying
almost 668
668
yes and you were 615 polling station executives 26 electoral area coordinators 17 constituency executives
so you add up to more corrupt delegates no
me to abane bi nti wana be corrupt me a delegate
so you be corrupted.
I'm a delegate so how will I be corrupted
but ubetua sika
is saying
I'm a delegate no
me to allow for mom me I'll take care of the transport omu kono mbanyina oh yes I'll do that
omu to ma okra
me obi a me menye mu ba me constituency a menye mu tino obi a ntremu bi
to what you are saying
oh the baby o free ba no
ebe determine
tino obi kan o say Danduruwa, any yina. The Bedroom is 668 delegates. 668
200 Ghana cedi.
So now they support me.
That's a question. See, will be 200 Ghana cedi.
Well,
I'm very dependent on baby free bar.
Oh, now everyone's here to buy no price. Now it's in price one. Now because 200 cedis the other day. But when you free, go a month from mobile. It will take him 2 to 3 hours to get to in price. For such a person, woman 200 off a camera, meaning say corrupt.
You pay.
If I have to, I will. I'm the member of parliament.
If you have to.
Yes. And you see your mind.
No, maybe so now because you have always had a position when it comes to some of these
things. Yes, and that is what I want to say. Yes, everybody should not run away from the fact that money plays a key role in politics. No.
Baby, no.
There are 3 things in politics. 3. If you want to run a very successful political campaign, you need a strong machinery on the ground. You need a very good message, and you need money. In the United States of America, say opesu hunu ya akabe one man near Kotuaba. Opesu hunu onya ko be winia. Candidate wait me raise a lot of funds. Orona amount for to me predict say we na be win election. Eti omokra na advanced communities no. They know say money play a key role. Yeah, better na hai. Enka America. Enka ne ye ya was mama bill. Na metua. But I do me an opportunity be na modia man because money say poor MPs. And I better have said that. Yeah, mama akonya no say yenka without any bill. But in the US, most of these things are paid for. Advert crowd oh yeah TV so advert already on social media and in and then Facebook, even normal Facebook crowd man.
Open more followers in so more.
Just say and ya mama odi wa dey ato ho na e bia akọ inspect for manso kwan odi ato Facebook no one fa sika kakra nta akire a obi eni wo behun because the algorithms keep changing. So money is key in every political enterprise.
Almost what that school of thought on few say our senses on patriotism, no. From that's why money continues to play a key and a frontal
I have seen
role.
Instances where somebody pays 5 cedis. The person who pays 1 cedis wins an election. So it is not the highest bidder.
But do you believe it's quite highest bidder?
No, I don't think so. Not in my.
Do you believe it's been abused in terms of transportation? No?
Well, I'm saying not in my constituency.
But you don't see anything wrong, say, would you be in the form of transportation to support?
Why should I see something wrong with that? Why? I won't run away. Because see, for me, and that's why I tell you, me, one of the attributes, and people will say, me a stubborn. It's my forthrightness. I don't see why we need to run, people need to run away. And I don't pay me sorry. My daughter, my classmates, me pay for minimum, so. Oh, Opi, Adia Oko the energy 2,000. Oh, Adia Oko the energy 1,000 cedis. Oh, energy fuel in Fakoto fuel, energy way, need you. Obo Nina. Now, qua. Case diwechi, a month for diwechi, Yako Bangin, Adrian womb, fuel womb, Sabi Ovia, or Janet Jumal Crown or Bediwachia. I was so to me a baby edition and 9. So could not by day, Crana, where Jai a whole day so Babatuna Bamawa. And Scobeya. Obikra that they are categorized yes in Coco Fum.
But where's a sense of patriotism?
What is patriotism about?
Too much.
But it is there. So that's what I'm telling you.
The excitement that the can deform and about Tram Mpraeso so man puntu abre.
Oh my hen, the patriotism is there. The patriotism is there. Akwa zi as a okope or basis here or Ghana say obekiro say odoka kakra.
And you believe that is the best principle now?
It may not be, but that is the reality. And anybody, any political a person who runs away from it is telling you a lie.
Obi obekchi no afu say
me na me catch say your ability to raise funds is a clear indication of how good a politician you are.
Yes.
So that's here. Ejuma we me nibi. Wa wonim me say me nibi. Me tiwe o bo me say me go use camera. Me nya bi ma. But your ability to go to people to convince them and tell them, say, in the last 3 years, this is what I have done. A whole documentary of what I have done in the last 3 years, which I show to people. Me be my laptop, and I'm a mobile projector. Now there are 2 walls. So if I have to show you what I've done in the last 3 years and why you need to invest in me to continue the work that I'm doing in Parliament, I mean, you have to do it.
You talk about over 80%. Is that correct?
Yes.
There's out of the 600, no. On sa katabe 500 so.
Nyankopon ya aduma. Amayene Nyankopon ya.
Omo Judy said the intina o Judy says omo Judy.
Because many omnete. Many omo ben. Sebio me de bia me come no kra kire wo mo. Ekoyi a omo hunu se ekoyi. Enkoyi ezo a omo hunu se enkoyi. Se niam afunu wo mo a sebio bibi sho mo bona obi entimi nka. Onu se opike begina sempa ana obegina mrahye badwemu a. Ona betimi agina wane mu aka mama wo mo. It is a party ye kasamafo ana ye gi obi okugina ya na mu mrahye badwam de se adwuma no ya manfo de ahye yensa na no so de ye de akukuduro ene enige so nti de bia oba parliament a na mani age because for me sa privilege a Mpraeso Constituency for de ahye mensa no esombo ma me biye pa de bia me na ma no ma som se twe me veni agro
open them mochriman ono na Oshe, sorry. Ono Jackson, you wish you ask my Okoka Ujina.
Oh, yeah, CEO for Mortuaries and Funerals.
Yeah, Mortuaries and Funerals.
On April 25th, 2023, and I'm penning another Danko Kufadu, a shake of mine, Munyam, a ye, no say.
But if you care to know, who's a very effective position, officer, very, very important.
It is. That is why I'm surprised. Ejuma mampeni di share in April, oko office May, June, July, August, September, October, November.
That should not be your challenge. But that should not be your challenge. That should not, or capacity of office within there some. What is your challenge?
Let me be very frank with you. It's just like appointment of ministers in Ghana. Sometimes there's representation. Mampeni or spread na north fonya kakra na south fonya kakra na east fonya kakra na yi yeso ye dia mampeni di maye no CEO no ye maye principal ene ya maye 8 months ago e bae no bi eni age o mampeni e maye so tese sa post kase ene de ko hye nsa na ye nyina ne eni age na sebio ahemfo kra kokoda mampeni ase se mampeni ade o ye maye and na 8 months, just 8 months. O mampeni green letter odi ahye wonsa oso mpe biom na opike pose odina oni di echire so obedi echira eno de se na mekan no danuduruwa eni nyina be hu
or a threat na
it has never been a threat and obi onim constituency ni ma no a threat a constituency to way
but he's been vetted, he's been approved.
Yes.
And now because we need constituency.
Well, I mean,
all these deficiencies.
Well, it is not a determining factor. The constitution is very clear as to who can be a member of parliament or not. It says that you should be, is it 21 years? Or, 21
but
years.
This is why your constituency, you are stubborn and you are very arrogant.
Am I? Come now, I have known you for how many years?
25.
Yes. Am I arrogant?
But some in your constitution.
But am I a Marxist?
Me no say I was signed there. You're very, very simple.
Me no credit there. I know there. I don't compromise on it.
But that's where maybe the constituency is no more challenging.
I don't think so.
So you come across as such because who change the why no say plain.
But I'm not man for pay. I'm not man for pay. It me constituency minimum no ni go din gomo. I'm telling you, say me constituency. Omo nu so mo MP do a guy. Da bibia no omo ye bibia omo nim se omo MP na me otu ba me constituency omo etu galam se omo constituency no papa iba me pie o chia me abonten because me utu galam se na nkrofo no so omo mpini so a me mo only one solution wa wo do ka besi o ni license a yen sell ni ma na yen koye baby and I have sanctioned that na obi nuanim na okodi anim se obi abetu galam se wo ho ne ya hye ne car ana ya hye ne tractor eti enu nti no oba be sore eti am nkrofo a that is where they see my true character and that one I will never compromise on it Say nothing a man for me stubborn. Then I me stubborn proud.
Okay, so my brought back to some of the text message now for Ebesa to en common so. Or him pa bi on person so. Na or him pa wan kasa me nidin AC kakra.
Yeah.
Cause na nano mama nyo sem no omo na na disa. Or say did I hear right that Honorable OPK talked about a policeman carrying AK-47 following an MP? Does he find it wrong, just as I do, that an MP must not have an armed police officer wielding AK-47 following him in his constituency? If he does, then he has my vote.
Well, the MP must be protected. The MP must be protected. Yeah, I mean, recent time we've seen attacks on members of parliament. Now say a UK MPB or surgery. You can't constituency surgery like Oshia, a month for visitations in Yama. You will want a second rough of Ekun. Oh, UK. And the human eye, you know. Sometimes a month for crying, you say, a minor seeking in an Mao as member of parliament. Yeah, me I'm saying last year, middle of last year, me feel okay. Ni ebu ni asesemu nyama TV ebo nyina ya sese ni nyina amanfo CCTV che enkrofo no I am from kacha o zemranche ade amuye na kasan ebi o muye boys say ni say bibi hiamu a mbetima ba MP nim na bedi nkomo na sa de makoye ehon faso ne sen so that's it. So that is the threat on the life of the MP. So the MP must be protected. But me Uba now me police officer. As a minimum madam for nam aye din komo. Unless e bia ye call round see any near na otumu say okay take that weapon in near because e do sa me ya na anybody a man for
importance baby on say but the British PM goes shopping without any bodyguards following him.
It is not true. It is not true. They wear plain clothes. It is not true. The British Prime Minister or the bicycle so ubonanso or non kwana etio no ride the bicycle near a video near the abetua na nipa no ultra video no or no cry or a security personnel and ultra video no so nipa no ultra video no cry no or a security personnel and ultra video no ubona obiti ho as o kita graphic now a 49 na or share a graphic papa ne twem all nyina the security personnel I'm telling you enya de ketwa
Kwesi Reynolds say a clean campaign. Clean campaign.
There's always been a clean campaign. For me, like I mentioned to you, Obra many said Ekojina, Honorable said Kojinano. It was a clean campaign. And the delegates will tell you, say, even today, it is a clean campaign. Sabi Onyema enka family home animu. Yes, IGP assessor slot to be breed ya mame any I mean, the money be out here. I just treat it with the contempt that it deserves because it's fair. IGP, Yadanase, the Wayamako when they say, on my Eastern North Regional Police Administration, I ne Ubakowa police presence, wealth, felt. Nadaruma, you see police station Wakowasa Kraka. Nadaruma, me Wafabi Obo Wabua Mayesi police station. Model police stations are. You do go to Mukro because say, oh na opese, udi weekend no. Efe. Police station e chu kra ko tomorrow here be say you juice. Nina wo ko de mesira manfo ya na wo mumra no mbehwe. Eno no de amaye. Ba say IGP so mama 35 slot na eda obi ano na eno de ya campaign. E wo bra ye gina enim say enye no kre. MP IGP no a o ma MP slot bi say Geneva Crawford police station. Echo police and I form fire. But near cannot try near the good people because you have vote. But I know the delegates Sabio I am for say when to abano. To be a catcher one say me. I was a police station youth organizer one prize. And then Yanko Point Madun Babe MP. Sana mean police station a dankwa Redbone or Tim Price obet my bay MP. Uko be Pon. Minia Johnson, obit my baby MP. Dennis Asakaka, obit my baby MP. Because for me, there is nothing different that I do. I am multi-millionaire. I don't be na dum ya. A man for power me, semi could now my name. This is a good Nasa uncle for him. Now, feel say, Sabio, Woman named day, and as when Jimmy for two for so bit Macabi keke. That waffle when dear. Then it drew and I will be home. Voice beba at the Guadacamama.
Okay, so surprisingly, Musa Abatwa was Sawase.
Yeah,
Musa Abatwa. So in party odom.
I mean, so end this.
Or say, Omai Davis ANSAH OPOKU is a fine gentleman, but in a wrong political party. He has done well in his constituency, but come 2024 general elections, NDC candidate will take over the seats. But he has failed. And then Master Planner Junior also say, Honorable OPK is a very hard-working member of Parliament. Mpraeso Constituency should remain focused and maintain him. He will take the constituency far in terms of development. And Odenchia Emma era Mike Okwe. And Wale Seidu Dambase, OPK has won already. He's committed to his party, and his commitment is unparalleled. He is such a great leader. And this one also says, it comes without a name. OPK was against my election as constituency chairman, but trust me, he's a great guy. Okay, so Norman. What name Norman?
Review.
OPK. OPK was against my election as constituency chairman, but trust me, he's a great guy and has my full support. Norman and a day Abba. I believe when should need the Abba. Lots of your text messages in Ibinum say absolutely no need for you to even campaign. Ibinum say, so when you are giving this, I think this one you should respond. When you are giving a nod for the second term, Diana Obeyed Sunko for the constituents.
Well, I think there's one thing that I always say, sir. We are MP. All the people want to see, and they say, you represent them and represent them well. And that one, I won't compromise on it. It will be a new room because I'm a cousin because baby room. Niggas and Bethany Jai said, Jumana, me, you know, Namiko for baby for a show my name. To Yanko Madam, Naminya second term. I will continue to represent my people. I'll continue to talk about Iowa. Iowa here, Yanze was here. I'll continue to talk about Kou tourism. Yeah, here say I'm for being investing in Kou tourism. I'll continue to talk about the need to bring development. Kou. And now about Greater Kowa. Yakai MP say, oh, in a Yakai one boom. And the Dijuma, a boom to make sure say you develop your community. No, and no be about Kowa. Chrome dear. That standard, we don't want to chip in it. We never would want to lower that standard. So, near promoting areas of tourism. Yeah, where Rebecca said the best baby making weather, Ubenya. Equal. In the Amavun Amraco, oh, your honeymoon, the Oyina and Braco, never did. Oh, Oba, just a Niger from Kuna, Yaman for a bed at the Bemau. I mean, as for the representation, everybody will tell you, say, I represent, and sometimes I'm stubborn about it, and I'm proud about it.
Emmanuel say Onono or Asaka Ekahon. I say Aquine continues to be your challenge. Is that the case?
That is one of my major. I tell you, Asaka Town Rose, Yashashe, maybe Beshashe Banaman. At the point also want to be in your biome. Then Oko Highway sir, Yare package ya NCBI award. And your new contractor, no abaye. I mean, send I'm a kind of Rama quarter, meeting a swa. No, sorry, me dear. More for the old dummy, Mr. Medono. Tabribiano, me near my near my shigano. I always have his blessing. Namidanya says I didn't naso, echoes. Namibompa said ministers I would do in an Omunsia, the oye. I mean, you're paying Brian Champon. A Jumo Bonico, ma'am. Many call ma'am. We are always proud of them. Here, Domasi baby, Ewadia or more year, Ediaman call mine.
I see. We are wrapping up our conversation. That's it for your time. But the NAB catch delegates at this point. I mean, on the 27th. The NTS is almost what's normal.
They may catch one say, Opikina only men. On the Sada. Opikina need him answer obey MP. obi agitum say sa MP no on sesan MP no sesan na brabo sa na Nyankopon ya dom a ye koyi ni mu se bi kese kra be ba ya koya me nyini se ade no ebetimi asosan yesu. We will continue to be with them, the grassroots man that I've always been. No? I want to continue to be that grassroots man, representing them very well in Parliament and also pushing for more development to my communities. You know, those are my priorities. Nyankopoye Maduma, yebe focus in the second phase. I mean, him say, Onyamia yewi.
Honorable Piki Mamendase.
Tema
Central machine in a tune channel.
Yeah, Miniapa.
On my aquano, me bought Tema Central said, you know, Ibano.
Among for sending messages.
The messages are just overwhelming.
Have you by no Bama Shebe Joma? O mine, Brahma Shebe Jomnia say, yeah, debate. Yeah, can some na yeah. Udi airco a parliament ne bottom central. Uboni videos be baby original Shebe Jomukasa.
Okay.
Tema for umpewe na mopede. Madam Wasi.
All right, it's your DCP. Ya kwa ba ya babaka. Obuwa watrasi yene ne bedi yenkomo ya kwa basisia.